Hey, and welcome to Weigh In Wednesday. Oh, woe is me Wednesday. I'm salty. I ain't gonna lie to you. There ain't no sense in me to come on and start lying about how I feel now. You gonna hear my washing machine in the background. David ain't home, so I figure I can sit back here and talk and won't bother him while he's doing whatever he's doing. Cause it's early and I just want to get this film to get it over with. Cause I'm mad. Okay, we're gonna talk about why. I weighed in at 329.7, which is a 7.5 pound gain. You heard me, 7.5 pounds. That puts me down to 47.4. Now here's why I'm mad, because I didn't earn it. I told Joan Sunday, I said, we had Chinese and Holly brought cake, which I promptly froze. Whatever they didn't take home, I froze so me and David wouldn't eat it. And I told her, I said, you know what? I'm celebrating. I don't even care if I gain weight. The lie detector test has determined that is a lie, because I do care. There is no way. Listen, they say, trust the science. Work the program, and the program works. Well, not this week it didn't. It did not this week. And I worked it, and I trusted it. Even with everything I ate on Sunday, I still tracked it, and I tried to track it high because it was from a restaurant, and I wasn't really sure, how it was made. I tried to track the portions. Even when I told her that, I was not fully aware that I was still in my points. I went over one. See, I saved all day long. I hardly had any points up until the time we ate. And then what we ate for lunch, we had the rest for supper, so we split it, into 2 meals. I ate my weeklies that day, and I went into one. Well, the next day I rolled over. I had a -1. The next day I rolled over 4, and so I still had 3 weeklies left. And all other 6 days, I either stayed at or below my points. And let me tell you, before you say maybe you're eating too many 0-point foods, no, I'm not, because I don't like them. I like boiled eggs, and I like bananas, and I maybe eat 2 bananas a week, and I don't eat boiled eggs every day. I don't eat chicken just to be eating chicken. I have to have chicken in a meal or as a meal, and then I don't really like it. I'm not eating fruit. I'm not eating plain Greek yogurt because I don't like that stuff. If I was gorging on it, and you know what? Even if I was eating fruit and eggs and chicken, it is built into the program that everybody says trust the science. It is built into the program that everybody says work the program, and the program works. Because the program says if you're hungry, here's a list of 0-point foods that you can eat. Now, I understand calories count, but I have double tracked on more than one occasion with iTrack Bites and with the WW app together, and with my app now on iTrack Bites. You can have a secondary unit of measure, and if you want it to be calories, you can have it to be calories. So while I see my points, I can see my calories, and as long as I track everything I eat, which I have been doing, it shows me that I do not go over the calories that is set that says I can lose weight. When I don't eat 0-point foods, the calories stay low. Weight Watchers has it built in to where when you just eat your points, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be low on the calorie end, because they're giving you that built-in cushion for those 0-point foods. So even if I was relying on those 0-point foods, I still should have lost weight. The foods I like have points. So what I eat during the day is pointy food, and that's what I count. And if it's not got points to it, I'm hardly eating it. And that's no joke, because y'all know I don't like the vegetables. I ate carrots this week. Can you believe that? I ate carrots. And some of my homemade ranch dip. I sure did. Didn't love it, but I did it. So whatever happened this week, I don't even want to say. I need to drink a coffee because I'm wound up. Can you tell I'm wound up? Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on. This is my witch with a bee and moan session. One day I used to work with my best friend, rest in peace. And me and him would go to this one particular place that had wings on Monday. They had a $5 special. You could get like 8 boneless wings and a side. And what we would do is we would get the boneless wings and a side salad, and then we would cut our wings up on our salad and have us a chicken salad. And it come with a drink, and it was $5. And so that's where we went on Mondays. Pretty much every single Monday, you could count that's where we were going to be eating. We went in one day, and we had a stressful job. We worked for a mortgage loan company, and it was stressful. When I say stressful, I cannot stress that enough. So we went in one day, and of course we knew the owner, and you go up to the counter and order, and then you sit down and they bring it to you. So we was up there talking, how's it been, everything like that, and I said, well, we pretty much just sit around and witch and moan. And he didn't even miss a beat. He said, yeah, she's witching, I'm moaning. I will never forget that. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. I don't know. Listen, it makes me want to quit. I'm just going to be honest with you. This has been my journey for 3 stinking years. No matter how good on plan I am, this mess happens, and it gets me discouraged and makes me not even want to even care, much less do it. Well, I'm going to, because if I can gain weight doing the program, imagine if I'm not doing it. What am I going to do? I'm really going to gain weight. Except for one time I didn't. One time, back when Holly was little, I had lost weight, not trying at all. And my doctor at the time, he's the one who delivered Holly. I'll tell you about that too. I'll tell you about that. I think I told you about that before. I'll tell you about that. He said, well, whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it. And you know what I was doing? I was eating Little Debbie cakes and anything else I wanted, and I was losing weight. So I just think I have said it before. Sometimes I think them French people got a lock on it. They eat what they want, they just eat less of it. They have their wine and their chocolate and their cheese and their French baguettes, and they have their social meals and enjoy themselves. And they say French women ain't fat, so maybe we need, I spoke French in school, maybe I should start eating French. Of course, I could live on chocolate. I couldn't live on wine, and I don't know, I could live on cheese and bread and chocolate. I get wine. This ain't no... Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to tell y'all this. I will get a bottle of wine, red wine, because they say it's really good for your heart. All intentions of having my little serving of wine every single night. That stuff will sit in my refrigerator until it turns into vinegar. My kids pick on me. They're like, you're the worst drunk ever. Because I forget to drink. There's some in my refrigerator door right now that has probably been in there 6 months, and I bet I drank 1 glass out of it when I got it. Ain't touched it since. I don't know why I even bother. So, I don't know. What I was going to tell you about Holly, the doctor I had, it was a family doctor, and you had to see the different, just like they do at the OBGYNs now. If there's how many ever in the group, you have to see them all. So Holly's seeing all of them. So whoever's on call, or I don't even know, are doctors still on call? Do they still do that? Whoever's making rounds, whoever's turn it is, when she has the baby, she will have met, and everybody will know her. The same way was with my family doctor. And they did all that. They did the OBGYN. They did the whole thing. And so, as luck would have it, my favorite doctor was the one on call when I went into labor with Holly. Well, yeah, because I laid there for 2 days. He was on call, and he was the one. So he was the one they called when she was like actually going to be born. Well, I laid there for 2 days. 2 days they tried to induce me, and they put me in 2 days before she was due. I don't believe in that. If there ain't no problems and you don't suspect anything wrong, let the baby come when the baby wants to come, because the baby knows what it's doing, okay? That's my take on it. Well, they didn't want that to happen. They put me in, 2 days, laid there, tried to induce, did all that awful stuff they do to you to try to get you to have a baby. And then I'm laying there talking on the phone to a girl I worked with. And she made me laugh. And when I laugh, I kind of get kind of boisterous when I laugh. I felt my water break. I'm like, I think I better go. So as the day went on, I should say the night, it was not the day, did not take long. The contractions the contractions started coming. Well, he come in, whatever, it was time to get an epidural. Now, I didn't have one with RJ because, I was going to be superwoman and I didn't want no drugs hurting my baby. And no, I'll have it naturally. Come Holly, I said, give me the drugs, because RJ liked to kill me. He was 9 pounds and 2 ounces, and he got stuck. He was stuck over on the side at my pelvic bone. And it was a horrific birth. 21 and a half hours trying to get him out. I still pick on him to this day. He'll do something, I'll say, 21 and a half hours. He just starts laughing. So anyway, they come and give me the epidural. Well, I kept telling them, it ain't working. It ain't working. Well, we've given you all we can give you. We can't pump no more into it. I'm like, well, I'm telling you right now, it ain't working. I can feel every single thing. So I don't know if he counted down wrong and got the wrong spot, but that epidural did not take. 100,000% did not take. So we're laying there. The contractions are coming. I am trying to hold her in with every fiber of my being. I could not squeeze hard enough to keep her in. And they kept saying, the little nurse, they had called the doctor, don't push. I'm like, I'm not pushing. I'm trying to keep her from coming out. Listen, little girl wanted to be born. That little nurse, the doctor hadn't got there yet. That little nurse was at the foot of the bed. She had one of them little suction cups. Not suction cups. I can't talk today. One of them little suction balls, where they suck the out. She threw, I can see her in my mind's eye. She threw that thing across the room and she said, oh, hell, just push. I didn't even push. I just let go. I just took a breath and boom, out the baby came. Well, of course, the baby starts crying. The doctor, when I talked to him, he come in there. He's like, so he lives down the road from me. He does not live far from me at all. And he rides a motorcycle. He said, rode my motorcycle. And we're not far from the hospital either. It might have took him 5 minutes to get to the hospital. No joke. He said, they called me. He said, I rode my motorcycle. He said, I'm coming down the hall and she's putting my gown on me. And he said, I heard a baby cry. And he thought, no, it just can't be. He said, I got in the room and yes, it was. Yes, it was. So when he come back to see me the next day, I have a picture. And he kept it up in the office for, I guess, until they run out of room on their board and put new stuff on there. He said, here, how about let me act like I'm catching a football? It was his idea. So I can see that picture too. Of course, I still got a copy of myself. I'm in the bed holding Holly, and he's like coming at me like he's trying to catch a football. And he's grinning like that. He's trying to catch a football. So... how did we get on the story of Holly being born? I don't even know. How did we get on that story? I don't know, but it was a good one. I told her, I hope, and the doctors told her the way she's built, that the baby's she's just gonna have it. And so she said, well, we're counting on that. I said, I hope, because she made me sick. Oh, she made me sick. And Jacob has made her sick. Which she's over that now. I said, so maybe that means the birth will be easy. Because RJ was the opposite. I wasn't sick a single day, and then he about killed me in birth. And she about killed me in pregnancy and couldn't wait to be born. So anyway, let me tell you about my walking. We'll get back on this stupid weight loss journey. I am not happy today. Can y'all tell? So Thursday, What is Thursday? I did. Wednesday I had walked because that was the day I already told you last week. Okay, I couldn't read my own writing. Thursday I didn't walk because I told you I was going to start doing it every other day because my knees are giving me a fit. And I don't blame this weight loss in less walking either, because over the 3 years I've lost my weight without walking at all. Well, I did exercise some, but that's not the point. So Thursday I didn't walk because I'm going to do it every other day. Friday I walked for 25 minutes. Saturday I always take off, so even if it's my day that's my every other day, there'll be 2 days in a row. However that falls, I just don't walk on Saturday. And then Sunday, Mother's Day, I walked. I went and walked before the kids come over. I walked 15 minutes. That's all I could take because I had to go to the bathroom. I made a rookie mistake taking my fluid pills and not going to the bathroom before I left. Rookie mistake. When I go walking, I don't take my medicine. And if I do, I don't take my fluid pills because when they hit, forget about it. But I got 15 minutes in before I had to hightail it back home. Now, I didn't walk Monday. And then yesterday, I walked 20 minutes. And it was a cold and windy 20 minutes. I'm going to tell you what. We're not on the porch this morning. Hold on. We're not on the porch this morning because it's cold and rainy. If it was just rainy, that's one thing, but it's cold. I don't even think it's supposed to get out of the 50s today. Yeah. And here, we've been in the 80s, and all of a sudden, boom. So, that's where I am for this week. What am I supposed to do different? Somebody tell me, what am I supposed to do different? Am I supposed to not eat my weeklies? Well, then that's not trusting the program. I used to never even count. Over 3 years, I guess maybe my body's changed. When I started, I had my eat out day every single Saturday, and I didn't count it, and I still used my weeklies on top of it. And I lost weight. Just lost the weight. Just 3 years, does that make a difference? Over the 3 years, I've added on more medication. That makes a difference. I have medications that make me swell, that make me retain. We've been through that. We all know the story. Blah, blah, blah. So, this constant uphill battle of doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing and then getting kicked in the teeth for it is old. It's old. I'm not struggling. I'm not trying to stay on plan and having a hard time. I am on plan. That's why I'm salty about 7.5 pounds. If I'd have gained a pound, I would have said, well, maybe you did just eat a little bit too much and you just kind of maintained. But I did not, listen, I did not eat no 7.5 pounds worth of Chinese food and chocolate cake. I can sit here and tell you that right now. And I sure didn't eat it the rest of the week because I told you I stayed within, or at, or below my points. So, what do? My little card I pulled out, I done forgot what it said. What did it say? I wish I could see. Hold on, I'm going to look. Oh, be brave and keep going. Is it brave that is that brave that you keep working on your diet even though you know you're getting nowhere? I don't know. They say insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a new result. Well, I'm doing the same thing and I'm expecting a new result, but I got the weight gain, so what's that about? Listen, I'm the voice of doom and gloom this morning. I am gloomy like this rainy day. I hope I don't make none of y'all. Don't quit your diet because I said I want to quit, because I ain't quitting. I know I can't quit, but I'm just not happy. How many more times can I say that in this video? I can't be the only one who is not happy about their results sometimes. I know I can't be. This journey that I tell y'all on, I don't just give y'all the highlights. I give y'all the lowlights. Y'all see me at my best, and y'all see me at my worst. And this ain't my worst, but it's like one of my maddest, I guess you could say. Now, I've had some bad days this week. I'll tell you this too. I've had some bad mental health days this week. I did not eat those feelings. Not one single time. I wanted to, but I didn't. I held myself back. And no, I'm not crying because I gained weight. I'm crying because now I'm thinking about that I was depressed. I was thinking that I was depressed, and then I'm getting depressed again. You remember when I took time off here a while back? It's just kind of that stuff hit me back again. And I can't control it. With even with medication, I can't control it 100%. It pretty much controls me. And so anyway, I'm not here to do all that. But my point is, I share all of it with you. If I'm happy or sad or mad or whatever the emotion of the day is, y'all get it. And I appreciate y'all for listening to me and being a shoulder for me to unload on. My brother calls it downloading. He said he's downloading on somebody. That's how it feels. Somebody to just like get it out to, and it just happens to be all y'all out there watching. So I appreciate you. I'm going to tell you right now, I appreciate you in advance for all the kind words that you will say to me, because y'all are always so supportive. And if you feel like I feel, I wish you'd let me know so I know I'm not the Lone Ranger. That I'm not the only one that gets mad when it don't go the way that you know that it should have gone. You know, that I'm sitting up here being some kind of sad sack, some body with a attitude. I don't have it about nothing else today except for that. That's the one thing that my attitude is off on that. I think the rest of my day feels like it's going to be fine once I can get over that and just move on. I'm talking to y'all. I'm getting it out of my system. I'm working through it while we're sitting here on this camera, and we're going to just go on. Today's a new day. I'll just do the same thing I've been doing. What else is there to do, right? So, anyway, I appreciate y'all coming along on this crazy ride that we call a weight loss journey, this crazy ride that we call life, because I'm going to tell you what, life is crazy. It is a roller coaster ride and a half, ain't it? Okay, well, I think I have witched and moaned enough, and I will see you on my next video.